A legend has been born. That's right. A legend has been born out of the Turku shipyard in Finland. They said, here are your keys, Royal Caribbean. Here's your shiny, brand new $2.2 billion ship. Unbelievable. $2.2 billion to build this behemoth. It's a beauty. We can't wait to see it. And we are about to see it pretty soon, next month, coming up. And Carnival says, hey, hold up. Carnival says, hey, we want to share some good news as well from our new ship coming out 2027, the Carnival Festivale, and then the Tropicale. They are changing food venues from the existing XL class ships. They said, we want to try something new too. We want to be in the game. So that and more on today's Cruise News Show. Let's dive into it.
Pack your bags, let's go to a place where the sunshine glows. Feel the breeze, we're free.
Welcome to today's Cruise News Show. My name is Robert. I am your handsome host for today. We are featuring some highs and some lows in the cruise industry, and we are starting off with a bang. But first, if you have not subscribed or liked our videos, please consider subscribing and liking our videos, as it will help us bring you more travel-related content. Now, let's get right into it. A legend has been born. That's right. The Legend of the Seas, the latest and greatest, the newest ship to be built, mega ship to be built, is sailing the waters of the Mediterranean. They finally gave the keys to Royal Caribbean and said, here you are. Here's your $2.2 billion baby, the newest baby in the fleet. And it's finally here. It's going to still be sailing through the Mediterranean for the next couple of months or several months until October, where she gets back to Fort Lauderdale and starts cruising out of Fort Lauderdale to the Eastern Caribbean on 7-day sailings. Remember, we can get you on board. If you want to try this new bad boy, you might want to try the family tree, the ultimate townhouse. It's a 3-story townhouse. It's right now for the first initial sailing in the Mediterranean is going for $60,000 for that week. It's mind blowing, the price of the treehouse suite, and it all could be yours for a nice $60,000. And not just the treehouse; they have a new entertainment such as the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Hollywood Land Supper Club. It's going to be on this bad boy as well. 28 dining venues, bars galore, food galore, all you can eat. It's just amazing the amount of things that they can fit on the ship nowadays. And it's going to be here pretty soon. It's going to be, like I said, sailing out of Florida, 2026. On October 25th will be the first sailing. There's still some room left if you want to be on the first sailing out of the United States. We can get you there. And this is just the beginning. As a matter of fact, they just announced they laid the keel for the 2028 ship Icon class that will be coming out in 2028. They just laid the keel in France, and that should be coming pretty soon. 2028 will be right around the corner and be here before you know it. So it'll take 2 years to build that one as well. This 7,600 passenger at full capacity is going to be amazing. We can't wait to see it. We can't wait to be on it. We would love to get you on it as well. Let us know if you need help with getting on that ship. We work for free. Now, story number 2. Carnival says, hold up. We want some attention as well. We have created for you new dining venues, new restaurants for their Carnival Festival and Carnival Tropicale that are coming around 2027, 2028. And of course, the Tropicale is leaving out of Galveston, Texas, the greatest state in the union, in 2028. So we're excited about that since that's our home port. But we are looking forward to the new changes that Chef Emeril Lagasse has implemented on some of these dining venues that are going to be taken away. If you like Rudy Sea Grill, or if you like the Shebang, Cucina de Capitano, those are going away for some changes that are coming up. As a matter of fact, the Rudy Sea Grill is going to be replaced by Emeril's Coastal Seafood, a specialty restaurant, obviously upcharge. It's going to offer 3-course meals. It's going to have seafood towers, whole fish, grilled whole fish, and it looks pretty amazing. Looks like Emeril has stepped up his game on this one. They're also going to have the ukulele. It's a Hawaiian Asian fusion per se. It's going to be replacing the shebang, so no longer Mexican, Chinese. It's actually going to be Hawaiian and Asian inspired. They're going to have like Mongolian beef, short ribs, and poke bowls as well. And your first visit is included. If you want additional visits, it's going to be like shebang, which was $8 per visit after the first one is free. They're also going to have fettuccine. Fettuccine, that's right, that's the name. Very, very clever. I guess, I don't know, they couldn't come up with another Italian name, but fettuccine is going to be replacing cucina del capitano. That's right, it's going to be Greek and Italian food. You're going to have dishes like chicken parmesan and Greek lamb chops. I could only imagine there's hummus on there, so you can see in some of the pictures that they released. This is going to be replacing cucina del capitano. This is going to be, or this was a lot of people's favorite. The first meal was free, and the next meal was $8. It'll be somewhat the same here. And the last and not least is going to be exclusively just for the Festivale. It's going to be Le Bistro Musical. Le Bistro Musical is going to be replacing Emeril's Bistro. That was a la carte. As you remember, they have beignets and red beans and rice, gumbo, all that stuff. So it's going to be replaced by other French-inspired dishes. Maybe they'll keep the beignets since they are French after all, or French-inspired. Maybe they'll keep the beignets because those were really, really popular. We get to try those next month on the Carnival celebration. We can't wait. But that's not all they're doing. They're actually adding new bars as well. They're also replacing the menu or some of the menus in the Lido buffet marketplace. They're going to have a new family menu as well on the marketplace buffet for you kiddos that like to eat chicken tendies. And they're going to change a little bit of the Iguana Cantina bar and C-Day brunch as well in the main dining room. And we can't wait to see those because those are pretty popular. But they are not done there. They're also going to feature pop-up food experiences throughout the ship, or in some areas. There's going to be bagels at sea. This is a new concept they're trying out in other ships. And they're going to have a revamp from the chef's table menu. They're also going to feature express dining in the dining rooms. So you no longer have to sit through 2 or 3 hours of dining experience. You're in and you're out. And I think that's going to be pretty popular with people, especially people that like to catch shows. They don't want to be, taking 2 or 3 hours just to eat a 3-course meal. A show where people are just dancing in front of you before you get your dessert, that kind of thing. It takes way too long for some people. Some people like it. Some people don't. What are your thoughts? Do you like that kind of thing? Do you like the exciting dining, that the dancing that they like to do on the Carnival ships? I, for one, I'm okay with it. Once or twice, but other than that, it kind of gets repetitive when you see it often every night after night. I just don't see how that it's fun for a lot of people. But if you like it, you like it, right? That's what you pay for. If you have gathered any information that you did not know yesterday, if you received any value today that you did not know yesterday, we ask you to please consider subscribing and liking to our show. We love to bring you more cruise news, cruise tips, and cruise savings to you. And we'll see you on the big deck.